Okay, I'm going to use my new resident home backup instead of the real one. But I made a change to this one. So what I need to do is sort of back this up to the backup. So I'll do this each time. What I want to do now is I have a resident home, new resident home, and I have a new resident home backup. What I want to do is I want them to match exactly. Whenever I'm done working, I want those two to match exactly. So all I have to do is go this far. And the place to get all the information, you don't want to go here and do a copy or anything like that. That won't work right. You want to go to the HTML, and you don't need to know anything about it. But if you click it, it's all this stuff, and all these words are what's making that page look like it does. Just have it open, and I think you might have to click on it somewhere. And I'm pressing, I'm on a Mac. If I happen to say Command instead of Control, I mean Control. But I think you would press Control A. Control A means copy all, select all, select all. See, the whole thing's selected, all of it. Now I need to copy that whole thing. And you would use Control C. So I'm just going to cancel this. I'm going to cancel out of here. Whenever I do that, I always do it from the page after I've saved anything and looked at it. And then I just go into just do this. So now I've got in my clipboard all the HTML for this home page. So I'm going to go up to the page that exists, the new resident home backup 1, edit it, and it doesn't look much different, but archive isn't a hot button or anything. So to make it look the same or be the same, I'm going to do the same thing. I go to HTML. I'm going to click. I'm going to select it all with Control A. While it's all selected, I'm going to press Control V. And then update.
Deborah,
and
explain the cancel button to Sasha, because she wasn't here yesterday, and that's important.
Oh, the way that
backwards
crazy thing works.
Yeah.
Okay, let's go into here and make some kind of change.
Can you change that RRV online, because it's not aligned with trivia and puzzling?
Oh, well, actually, I want to do something that I don't want to keep.
Yeah.
Oh, I know.
Okay. Okay.
Well, okay, yeah. So let's do something that looks, yeah, that's good. So maybe I put too many spaces in there, and for some reason I try to get it back and I can't, and I don't know why. So I want to sometimes Control Z doesn't work. You could easily get yourself in trouble by pressing a return on something, and then you can't get rid of that space. That's the kind of thing that'll happen. And when you do that, you have to do the same thing that I do. I say, I got to cancel this and just get out, and then that will, take it away. And I don't want to save this change. So if I hit cancel, the first thing I see normally in any other program I've ever used, if I cancel, it says, "Are you sure?" And I say, "Yes, I'm sure." So I click yes. That's not what this is asking. This is saying you're closing something that has unsaved. Would you like to discard your changes? That's a yes. That's not a no. So I do want to discard my changes, and I do want to get out without doing it. See, so now it doesn't have all those spaces on it, but that still, every once in a while, if I'm in a hurry, will get me in trouble. So now I'm going to put the space on there. Okay, save it. Maybe not necessarily after something that small, but save very, very often. Save very often and test what you just did. Because if you do a whole lot, well, there's something can crash, your computer can crash, or you can make one of those mistakes that you can't get out of, which I definitely do too, because it's just the way that this works. Sometimes it creates code and you can't go back. And if you want to get rid of it, the only way to do it is to cancel and say, yes, I want to discard my changes. So definitely save and test very often.